If we come take a closer look at the animation of this crocodile, I just want to show you something. So once he starts to spin around, you can see there that, so the idea is that the hunter will be caught in the mouth, right? And if I look at this maybe from the side view, if you press spacebar and 4 there, so you can see some of the crocodile is under the ground, which is okay, but what is really could be a problem, or will be a problem, is the fact that his head comes jaw comes very close to the floor and actually intersects the floor while he's doing these spins, right? Before that, doesn't really, just kind of grabs, shakes him around, and then spins and comes right down there, okay? So if the body or the arms of the hunter under the jaw of the crocodile, then they'll get pushed through into the floor, and we'll have all kinds of problems with intersections there, which is something I'm very cautious of in this simulation, because the crocodile is moving so quickly and so violently. Also, we've got cloth sitting on top of a soft body simulation, which is so there's a lot going on. So to give us a helping hand, we're going to use yet more bend nodes, but we do need them. Okay, so we're going to basically, when the crocodile does a spin, I'm just going to bend the head up a little bit at that point. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to drop my one for each of the spin, and then just I'm just going to keyframe when it happens, right? So at 1, 6, 8 says, yeah, the first spin. So I'll start bending it there, and then stop it when he goes to spin again, he or she. I don't know if it's a male or female crocodile. Okay, so let's set up the values. So the capture area, again, I won't go through how to do it. I'll just drop in the values that worked for me, because we don't need to go over it again. So 0.815936, 0.0984, 362. I don't know if we need to go into this much detail, but just in case. 188, you can experiment with it a bit more if you like. 0.0953463, 0.286, 039, and this one will be 0.953463. Okay, so there you can hopefully see the results, which point about here. Oh, and bend, need some bend as well, obviously. So at frame 170, well, if I just kind of do that, you can see I've kind of got control of the head. So at frame 170, I'm going to drop my first keyframe, 0. Okay, and then frame 180, as he's coming around, so I don't want it to obviously pop up in one go, be a bit more natural. Bend it up by 20. Okay, you can see that flex up a little there. Alt click on that, and then at frame 190, down a little bit. Okay, and then just completely get rid of it at frame 200. Come here, 0. Right, cool. So let's do the next one. Here, down below for the next spin. right? So actually, let me just get rid of that so we don't have all those keyframes. Just drop another bend. Okay. And so for the values here, this one will be 1.7 2032. I need to do two separate ones because he literally moves in space, right? Otherwise these values won't be correct because they're not following him round, right? Because he's moving over to his left. Should be 32, probably doesn't matter. 0.300,097 and 2.78281. Capture origin will be 0.485 420 in Y and 0.874281. Okay, and then the bend, let's see, outframe to 100, keyframe with 0, frame 210, where his head comes down again there. Give it a bend of 20, which his head pop up now. Boop. And then add frame 220, back to 0. Oh no, actually, I think I'm holding it up there. Yeah, for the last bit in case, yeah, actually it looks okay. So we'll just keep it at held up at 20 there for the last part, okay? And then if we template the old one, you can see where it was, yeah, because you can see it's close to the ground there at the end as well. And then as I scrub through this now, you can see at the points where it doesn't matter, he's lined up fine. And then when it's close to the floor, we've bent it up out of the way. Okay, little things like this will save you a lot of headaches trying to solve this in the simulation itself. Anytime if you're pushing a cloth between a rock and a hard place, right? You've got the collider, the crocodile collider on the floor. If there's no space between them, you're just going to get collision problems, horrible stretching geometry, which you don't want. Okay, so a little thing like this should help us out a lot. One more thing before we go, I'm going to let's see if we can. We'll do it after this, so we still have that correct selection. I'm going to also delete the front portion of the crocodile. Let me find, yeah, if we go back to the first frame where his arms are out the way, and then I'm just going to kind of grab the front of him because the back of the crocodile probably isn't going to be touching the character. I'm just going to delete that. Delete non-selected. Okay, and then hopefully that polyfill won't be pretty. Okay, but we don't care because it generates this VDB, which is fine for us. Okay, if you do see he's going to be caught at the front and he's about, he's only about 2 meters long, so I'd be very surprised if he reaches any of these empty parts, but you can just stretch this, delete out if needs be. Cool.